Welcome to the AccuSQL 2018 video learning series. In this video, we're going to be talking about database operations. More precisely, we're going to be updating a 2017 database to 2018. We will be creating a blank database. We're going to be transferring an existing native database to a SQL database. And we're also going to perform and learn about the delete option. We're also going to do some functions on the SQL Server Management Studio application, and that will involve backing up a database and restoring a database. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. What we have here is an instance of AccuSQL 2017 and an instance of AccuSQL 2018. What we're going to be doing is updating the 2017 database that we have here to a 2018 database. So first, let's make sure we are connected to our test 2017 database, and we are. Perfect. And then let's do the same thing on this side. And perfect. Okay. So what you'll do to update an existing database to the latest AccuSQL version database is to go to the file location for your latest AccuSQL product, which is going to be defaulted to probably the C drive, program files x86, and the name of the AccuSQL product that you have recently installed. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to be looking for SQL Data Updater.exe. That's SQL Data Updater.exe. You're going to double click. You will need server permissions in order to run this. And you can run this as Windows authentication or SQL Server authentication. Just do keep in mind, if you choose SQL Server authentication, you will need a system admin user and password. Then you'll select the database from the list, and here we go. For the owner field, we don't have to actually put in anything, or we can just put in DBO and then select the client driver from the drop down. That'll depend on what driver you have installed on your machine. Click update. And that's it. We've updated our 2017 instance database to a 2018 database. All that means is that AccuSQL 2018 can now connect to that database and find all the new columns, tables, and features that are available. Some things to keep in mind here. You can still connect your AccuSQL 2017 instance to this newly updated database. It just won't be able to access the new features. What you can't do is connect an instance of AccuSQL 2018 to a 2017 database that has not been updated for 2018. It'll be looking for, again, tables, columns, features that aren't available in a 2017 database, and you'll get errors. You'll get errors while trying to access those features, or you'll get errors on launching the program itself. That's a good giveaway that you probably need to update your database. Alright, now that we've updated the database, let's go make sure that we can actually go and log into said database. Let's launch. And here we are in our AccuSQL 2018 connected to our 2017 database. Okay, so from the system admin screen, we go to database, and we have this database location option to view our database location, but we also have many other options here. You'll see the delete option, you'll see the transfer database to SQL option, which we'll be discussing shortly, and you have this create blank SQL database option. For this one, this is how we create a blank database. So right now we're going to go and we're going to create a new database. Just a reminder, you do need server permissions in order to do this. Same deal as with updating the database. You can use Windows authentication or SQL Server authentication. But if you do use SQL Server authentication, you will need a system admin username and password. For owner, you can put in DBO or you can just leave it blank. Again, you'll select whatever client driver is actually installed on your computer. And this time around, we're creating a database, so we will give it a name. We're going to keep it simple, testdb 2018. We're going to test that connection. Perfect. And we also have the option to create a public account so that we're not using our system admin credentials all the time. You only get one shot at this, so make sure that your password that you know how you wrote your password, that there's no errors or no mistypings. You only get, like I said, one chance at this. So if for whatever reason you didn't spell it out correctly or you mistyped something, then you're kind of out of luck at that point. We're going to just keep it simple, AccuTrack, and then AccuTrack all lowercase for the password. Alright, let's create our blank database. And there it is. We are underway. Okay. Perfect. And we've created a new database. So now we can actually go over here to database location. And let's see if we can populate our test database 2018. And there it is, test database 2018. Let's test that connection. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and save it. And you'll get the warning message that you do need to restart the application for the changes to take effect. And that's fine. We'll go ahead and do that because we do want to see, we want to make sure that we can, of course, log into our new database. So let's launch the application again. And we're just going to sign in with our admin credentials, default credentials, since it's a brand new database. That's going to be 9 ones, and then the password is going to be new, all capitals. That's NEW, all capitals. Database location. And look, we are in test database 2018. We'll click on users, student, and we have no student information here. And no categories and activities. So we have a blank canvas that we can set up according to our needs. Okay, so let's keep on moving along. So we're going to be transferring a native database, and for that we will need our native path. And I've already taken the liberty of creating one, so we're just going to go to the server location. I've created the sample native database. So what I can do here is I can just grab this path. I'm just going to copy that path and I'm going to paste it in here. Done. And then again, I'm going to need those server permissions. I say that a lot, but if you do not have server permissions, you will not be able to make any changes to the server. Windows authentication or SQL Server. You'll need that system admin user and password. Test that connection. Okay, this time we won't create one of those, and we're just going to go ahead and transfer it. There we go. We're already underway. And we're almost done. Perfect. Okay. And then let's go ahead and select our new database. There it is. Test that connection and save. Good deal. I have opened up Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a backup of one of our existing databases. So let's go with Test Database 2018 Native. We'll right click, go to Tasks, click on Backup. We're going to make sure we have a backup type full, and then we're going to go ahead and add the path where we want to save the backup copy to. I already have a location created right here, and we're going to call this Test DB 2018 archive.bak, and we're going to click OK. OK. We're going to select our path, and we're going to click OK again. And we created a backup of our Test DB 2018 native. Now what we're going to do is we're going to restore that backup to our server. So we're going to right click Database. We're going to click Restore Database. We're going to select from our device, and we're just going to select the path where we saved our backup to. And there it is. Select the path, click OK. We're going to give our database a name. We'll do Test DB 2018 Native Archive. And we're going to click OK. Perfect. And now we've restored that database back into our server, which is great because now we can go make changes to the original database, such as deleting some items from it, like student information or categories and activities, without having to worry about if our data is backed up, if we're gonna lose any important information. One good thing to consider and to keep in mind, and just a good policy overall, make sure you can connect to the to your backup database before you start making any changes on your current database. So we'll go ahead and do that now, and we'll connect to our new database backup. Okay, now we're in AccuSQL 2018, and we're just going to check the database location to make sure we're connected to our database, and we are. This is Test Database 2018 Native. So we were able to successfully connect to this database, and I believe we actually have some user data, and we do. Awesome. And let's just see if we have any other data. Perfect. Okay, good deal. So here we are back in AccuSQL 2018. We'll go to database, database location, and this time we are in our Test Database 2018 Native Archive. Now normally from here we would just connect to our main location, but as I will be deleting all of these new databases that we've created together, I'm just going to go ahead and showcase the delete function here. So here we have the delete function. I've backed up my data. I've double checked to make sure that this new database, this backup database, works, and now I can go back to my production database and delete whatever items I need. So we can delete all the activities and everything activity related, and we can do the same to students. Just gonna delete everything that has students in it, and it's okay because I already created a backup. So if I deleted something I wasn't supposed to, or needed to access that information later on, I can do so. Please, please, please never delete anything unless you've backed up that information. And if you have any questions about what you're supposed to delete, please do reach out to us. Okay, so let me close this out, and we should have no students, and no activities. So let's find out if we have no activities. Alright, and it looks like we have no activities. All the fields are empty. Perfect. So that's going to go ahead and conclude our database operations video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.